Hi, hello everyone. So मेरा प्यारा बच्चा लोग कैसे हैं सब? How are you all doing? जल्दी से जल्दी फटाफट in the chat box update me how your day was, how you're doing and everything. So let me see who all are here with full of energy for learning which chapter, right? The fluid mechanics, and here we are with the lecture 2, है ना? So let's see who all we have here in this classroom. I have Sneha here. Hi. Hi Sabra. Sagar, how am I? I'm doing so good. And thank you so much for asking, Sagar. Right. Shraddha, Preeti, Mithilesh, Jata. So a big hi, a big hi, a big hi to every one of you. There is a speciality for today because tomorrow your big brothers and big sisters are going to write which exam? Right, English exam. So their term 1 has started. So next year you also have to write, है ना? So yes, let's get prepared now itself. Preeti, आपका day was amazing. Good to know that. Hi Shraddha, Kamlesh. So a big hi to all the bacha logs in the classroom. I'm super happy to see everyone here, right? Once again, why we are here? Here we are with the second lecture of mechanical properties of fluids, है ना? And in today's lecture, the topics that we will be discussing is how the variation of depth we have already discussed, है ना? So we'll be covering the law of flotation, Archimedes principle, and much more amazing concept with much of concepts here in this particular classroom. ठीक है? I think you all are ready. I'm already ready. So, बच्चे लोग, whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and those who love me more, they simply call me Ameer Bhaiya. So a bit of introduction about myself, bacha log. Here you can see on the screen, I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I'm a beta graduate from NIT Calicut in mechanical engineering, and here I am. One more thing, I said in all my classes that I'm from Kerala, mere bacha log, theek hai? So I don't know Hindi much. So I'll be taking all the explanation and doing everything in English, okay? So बीच में थोड़ा थोड़े, okay, हिंदी में भी थोड़ा हो सकता है with whatever language I know, okay? So yes, moving on. Now this is the schedule for this particular week. As you can see here, we are on 2nd of December doing the second part of mechanical properties. Tomorrow we have the Mega Mendy quiz combined of 2 chapters of solids and fluids. In fluids, till wherever we have completed, we'll be having questions from that. Okay? And 6th and 7th we'll be continuing with the fluids chapter, which is on Monday and Tuesday. This is the schedule for our week. Okay? Moving on. Telegram channel, I hope everybody knows about this Telegram channel. It's in this channel. All the updates of whatever happens in our YouTube channel is given. Okay? Link is given here and also in the description box. Don't forget to join this, those who haven't. Jaldi se. Bugs Bounty. Is there anyone who doesn't know regarding this Bugs Bounty program? Bacha log. So it's an amazing way which help you to grab as many prizes as possible. What you all have to do? You just have to go to the description box. There you'll find a form. If you're finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy, you can report. ठीक है? And if it is valid है ना, बहुत सारा prizes मिल जाएगा अब सब लोगों को. Okay, so scholarship test, right? Okay. So देख लिया मेरा बच्चा लोग regarding the scholarship test which happens at every Sunday at 1 PM. So those who haven't enrolled till now, जल्दी से जाकर enroll कर दीजिए for this scholarship test. It happens on every Sunday at 1 PM like I told you. What are the merits? First thing, you can get used to so many multiple choice questions. Right? You can get a chance to solve so many multiple choice questions. That's the first thing. Then for the first 25 rankers, certificates are given. देख ले, still scholarships are there for the rank 1 to 3. 1 year of plus subscription is given ऐसे just for free. More than that, मेरा बच्चा लोग, ठीक है? More than that, this particular exam है ना, if you want to get enrolled for this, that is also completely free. And what you all have to do, you simply have to use the code of AMB10 while making your enrollment. Don't forget to use this code, which is AMB10. You can get enrolled into this course. ठीक है? Okay. Moving on. Regarding this plus subscription. Now, before we start, I want every one of you to do a small chotu sa kaam. Can you all do that, मेरा बच्चा लोग? एक छोटू सा काम. Can you all share the class to all your friends and tell them that, okay, मेरा भाई, मेरा बहन or my friend, okay, the classes have started for the mechanical properties of fluids, okay. So ask every one of them to join as fast as possible. Fine. And hi Shreya Kumari, hi Sabra, hi Jia, a big hi to everyone, right? In the meanwhile, what will I do? What will I do, mere bachcha log? I'll be giving you a small introduction about the Unacademy Plus subscription platform. ठीक है? Just listen to it. Nowadays, everyone is learning from YouTube. I really know that, right? Obviously, we are also right now communicating through YouTube. It's a very amazing thing, right? I do appreciate that. But I know that some of you like a personal guidance, personal attention, and some of you want to solve your doubts on time. Matlab, whenever I teach you something, you'll be having so much of doubt and you want to clear it at that point of time. Those people, right, the best places to get enrolled for this Plus subscription platform, because in this platform, right, we all educators will be there to teach you with a proper schedule targeting board, JE and the NEET examination. We'll also make sure that every topics are being covered in a proper order so that you can keep track of every topic that is being covered in the classroom. So when everything falls in order, obviously you'll start having more and more interest. You'll start giving more amount of your time, effort, and you'll be seeing a very good improvement in your studies. This is something I can guarantee you as your educator. Then top educators of the country will be there to teach you, Achalo. Okay, they'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, right? What is the multiple choice questions as you should be practicing? What are the examination pattern you should be expecting? You just need to follow them. You'll be ending up in the colleges whichever you are dreaming about. Study materials will be given to you, practice test and live test series will make you super confident and will bring the best from every one of you, mera bachcha log. So as we are at the academic year end, 6-month subscription is more than enough. Okay, it will cost you 1,667 per month, and I know that you all need discount, है ना? So use a code हमारा AMB10. So use a code, get 10% of discount, okay, and get maximum offers while you make the subscription. Now, regarding this iconic subscriptions, mera bachcha log, in iconic you'll get all the features of Plus some additional extra features, okay, some super cool features which will help you to study in a better way, such as personal mentor. Matlab, a person will be assigned to you, he'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, right, how to study. Just like a brother to you, he'll be there always for your academic activities. Live doubt solving classes, weekly reports, everything will be provided. So for all these things to enjoy, I think for 6-month subscription, it will cost you 2,833 per month. And I know that you all need discount, Anna. So for a discount, the code is AMB10 and get maximum offers while you make the subscription. And there is one more thing I tell you to make the subscription right now, because from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start a batch. You can see I'll be handling physics there, and we have a set of amazing teachers, and the batch name is Spark for Term 2. So Term 2's topics, we are going to start on the Unacademy platform with so much of personal guidance, personal interaction, personal doubt clearance classes. So don't miss it. Jaldi se jaldi jaakar enroll kar dijiye. And you all know, while you make the subscription, the code is AMB10. As you all know, if you want to make me a change in color, I'll use red color, right? Okay, so the code is AMB10. Okay, so that's it. Now I think it's time for us to start studying. So tell me, are you all ready for that, mera bachcha log? Tell me, are you all ready for the session to get started? I can't see the energy in the classroom. I can't see the energy. I can't see the energy. Now can you all see me? Can you all see me, bachcha log? Let's crack it. Shreya, yes. Abdullah, ready? Mithilesh, ready? Okay, so everybody open your notebook. Okay, start giving the heading. Yes, okay, this is what is required. This is it. So can the background be little black? It's not clear. Okay, which means you want to, I think it's clear, right? Okay, tomorrow onwards, I'll try to have a black background. Okay, now let us continue. Now, how many of you came to the class after making a very good revision of what happened in yesterday's class? Some of the things were basics, but we have learned about Pascal's law. I think you all have written the notes. Then after that, we also have done how the pressure changes. How the pressure changes with respect to the height. How many of you do remember? Okay, I'll just try to remind you, because it is based on this particular concept the entire session is going to go. Today's session, I'll just give you a brief revision of what we have done on the variation of pressure with depth. Okay, I'm not going to explain the entire thing. but the formula I'm just going to help you remember. Now, this is a fluid. Okay, let's say we know the pressure at this point P1, but someone is asking you to find the pressure of the point P2, which is at a depth of h from the point P1. What is the formula? Pressure at the point 2, P2 is equal to, what's the formula? Pressure at the point 1 plus, I have told you yesterday, from the point 1, if we are moving to a depth of h, pressure increases by what value? Pressure increases by a value of h rho g. And what is this rho, bachalo? Rho is the density of the fluid through which you are moving downwards. So P2 is equal to P1 plus h rho g, or in simple words, from a point, if you are moving downwards by a depth of h, pressure increases by a value of h rho g. Okay, I want every one of you to write it down, those who haven't written down this particular topic in yesterday's class. ठीक है, जल्दी से कर ले. Done? Done? Okay. Now, let us do a small problem, because we could do only one problem based on this particular concept in yesterday's class. Hai na? So, we'll do one particular problem so that our concept will be super strong. Then we'll start a new topic in today's class. ठीक है? Okay. Now, here we have the question. Okay. Everyone, try to read the question. Aaram se. Give your time. Okay. Aaram se try to read and then give your answer. I hope you all can see the questions properly, है ना? I hope you all can see the question properly. Can you all see the questions, है ना बच्चा लोग? So I have just moved sideways so that you all can see the question. Read the question properly and start giving me the answer. Noted, Preeti? Very good. Okay, jaldi se. You all have 30 seconds. Should I put the timer? Pen color dark करो, Sir Anthony बोल रहा है. हाँ ठीक है. I'll darken it. ठीक है. Okay, so I'll just put a 30 seconds timer here, right? So that after that I'll be explaining this. Where is our timer? Where is our timer? Tools, timer. Okay, so here it goes. Jaldi se. Can anyone give me the answer in the chat box? So Abdullah is going with the option C. Sabra is with C. Miara is like C option bol raha hai. Okay, how much seconds left? 15 seconds. Jaldi se everyone. Shivang with A. Okay, so I can see a mix of options of C, and mostly everyone is Shivang is with A. Shraddha is with C. Miara is not so sure. She's like asking, sir, is it C? Okay. So anyway, let's do the problem and get it done. ठीक है? So I'm not going to confirm which is the answer right now. I'll just tell you how to deal with this problem. देख ले. Everyone, read the question with me very slowly. The pressure in a water pipe on the second floor of a building is 6 into 10 power 4 Pascal, right? And on the third floor, it is 3 into 10 power 4 Pascal. Pressure at two different floors of the building is given. Find the height of the first floor. Okay. देख ले. So starting from the ground, we'll use a black color, right? Where is our black? Oh, okay, here it comes. Starting from the ground, this is our first floor, which is at the height of h, first floor. Okay, now this is our second floor, which is at the height of 2h. Can you see that? Okay, from the ground, here we have our third floor. Obviously, the height will be 3h. So this is our second floor and this is our third floor. Okay, what is given? Pressure at the second point is given as how much? It is 6 into 10 power 4. Okay, similarly, pressure at the third point is also given. How much it is? That is given as 3 into 10 power 4. Hai na? Yes or no? Let me confirm. Yes, 3 into 10 power 4. Question ye ki, what is the value of h, which means the height of the first floor? How? Simple, based on the concept of variation of pressure at a depth of d or h. Hai na? Tell me, how do you write the pressure P2 in terms of pressure P3? Very simple. Pressure P2 is equal to, everybody have learned P2 is equal to P3, right, what I have written, P3 plus, देख ले, P2 is at the height of H below, है ना, because till here it is 3H, till here it is 2H, so this difference is H, है ना, है या नहीं? Yes. So the point 2 is at a depth of H. So pressure at the point 2 is equal to pressure at the point 3 plus formula, that is H rho G. Yes or no? Yes. Now substitute the values here. That's all what is left. P2, 6 into 10 power 4. 6 into 10 power 4. What is point? Pressure at the point 3. That is 3 into 10 power 4 plus H is something which we don't know. Rho is the density of water. I think, is it given? Here it is given. Though it is not given, what is the value of density of water you should take? 1000. सबको पता है ना? ठीक है. So 1000 means 10 power 3 into G, acceleration due to gravity, that is also 10. हो गया. 6 into 10 power 4 minus 3 into 10 power 4, that is equal to 3 into 10 power 4 is equal to H into 10 power 4. H का value कितना मिल गया? How much is the value for height of the building? We got it. जल्दी से बता दे everyone. How much we got it? How much? How much? How much? So solution is not looking properly. Now can you all see it? Okay, I just have shifted it. Can you all see that? Okay, can you all see that, मेरा बच्चा लोग? Okay, so very good. Okay, so screen brightness इतना ज़्यादा है क्या? Can't you all see that whatever I am writing over here? Okay, I'll just okay. Solution is very light black. Can you just move your screen density? Low, I have no idea. I'll have to look here. Tools. Timer detection. So, bacha log. Okay, I think we'll have a black background there, right? What say? So from next time onwards, we'll be writing in back background. ठीक है? मतलब here, will it be fine? I'll be writing it there. Okay, so once we start writing on the black screen, I think there won't be any problems. Fine. Okay. Now let us proceed further. Now let us proceed further. Here we are going to move further. Okay. Now everybody start giving the heading. Start giving the heading as atmospheric pressure. You might have listened to this word, है ना बच्चा लोग? Now I hope you all can see this, है ना? I think you all might have listened to this particular word such as what is atmospheric pressure, है ना? ठीक है. Now एक minute. Now I think it is more visible, है ना? What do you say? What do you say right now? I think right now it is more visible. Yes, what do you say? Now it is more visible, I suppose. Yes, I suppose. Okay. Okay, no problem. Obviously from next time onwards, I'll be writing on the black screen, then you won't be having any issues. ठीक है? Okay. Now, everyone, listen to me here. You all have listened to the word atmospheric pressure, and I don't know how many of you know what is the real meaning of atmospheric pressure, right? How atmosphere is able to provide a pressure on all the bodies, right? So now we are going to understand that. Degle. Everyone, so where is our background color? Where is our background color? एक minute, I'll just shift the background to black. Okay, no idea why the black color is not coming. Okay, now listen everyone. Now we got the black color. Okay, now we won't be having any issues. Pen is with white. Okay, now problem solved. Okay, now problem solved for everyone. Thank you so much. Now what we were about to explain है ना, what is called as atmospheric pressure. देख ले. This is our ground. Okay, this is our ground. Everybody write the heading as atmospheric pressure. I'll also write atmospheric. Okay, now if you consider this as your ground or surface of the ground, we all know that on top of the surface what do we have? Air molecules है ना. देख ले, we have so much of air molecules and water molecules on top of this particular surface, मतलब the surface of the earth. Don't all these air molecules and water molecules have the masses? Yes. And any bodies which has mass, what will be there? Yes, a weight will be experienced in the downward direction, which is mg. ठीक है? So there will be a weight mg in the downward direction. ठीक है? Okay. And if there is a weight, because of the weight of those air molecules and water molecules on the surface of the ground, a normal force will be experienced. ठीक है? And this normal force per unit area is simply defined as what? इसका नाम है the atmospheric pressure, the pressure given by the atmosphere. It is very important, write it down. So समझ में आ गया? How there is a pressure in the atmosphere? It is because of the weight of the air and water molecules present on the surface of our earth. Clear? I hope it's clear to everyone, and I hope everybody can see the board right now. Now it's visible, है ना? Okay. Now Arpan is thanking me so much. Thank you so much for letting me know that there is an issue with this. Okay. Now this is done. Now, how many of you know the value of atmospheric pressure on the sea level? It is given as 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal. ठीक है? The amount of atmospheric pressure experienced on the sea level height is 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal, and this is usually written down with another unit as 1 atmosphere. Another unit of pressure is atmosphere. So 1 atmosphere is defined as a value of 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Write it down. Okay, understood what is atmospheric pressure? Everyone in the classroom, है ना? Without any doubts, with a smiling face, I suppose. जल्दी से note कर ले. Okay, hi, good evening, good evening. So I hope you all have noted this down. Okay, those who haven't, jaldi se. Okay, Shreya, noted? Okay, okay. Now we are going to proceed further. Now we are going to back. Okay, now let us talk about what is absolute pressure. Now what we are going to do? Now we are going to talk about what is called as absolute pressure. Everyone, what is absolute pressure? Write the heading. So let's say here we have a beaker. What do we have, मेरा बच्चा लोग? We have a beaker like all the time. Like I told you, throughout the chapter we'll be having the beaker and the liquid. Okay. Now let's take a point which is at a depth of h from the height, and let's say the pressure at this point is P. How many of you can tell me if I ask you this simple question? What is the pressure felt at this point? Matlab on the surface of water, what is the pressure it experiences? How many of you can give me the answer in the chat box? How many of you can give me the answer for the amount of pressure experienced on the surface of liquid? Anyone in the classroom? Can anyone give me the answer for that? Can anyone give me the answer for that? The pressure at this point? Same. That is 1 atmosphere, or we can say that array. On top of the surface of the liquid, we have air and water molecules of atmosphere. So what is the pressure at this point? Atmospheric pressure, right? So pressure at this particular point is P atmosphere. Now you can say that the pressure at this particular point, A point, which is at a depth of h from the surface, is equal to, how will you write? P is equal to, what's the pressure at this point on the surface? That is P atmosphere, and from this point you are going down to a depth of h. So pressure increases by a value of h rho g. So the net pressure at a point is equal to the atmospheric pressure plus h rho g, where h is the depth from the surface of the liquid. And ye pressure hai na, this pressure at this point we call it as absolute pressure. So absolute pressure means the net and the total pressure at a given point. समझ में आ गया? The net pressure at a given point, and we call it with the name of absolute pressure. Write it down. This is very, 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 very important. हो गया? Okay, so I can see so many already giving the answers in the chat box. I'm super happy to see that. Right? Okay. Now one more thing. Right? Shreya, Shraddha, Nihal. Okay. One last thing. So we have learned atmospheric pressure. We have learned what is called as absolute pressure. The third thing. Okay. What we call it as gauge pressure. Dekh le. What we call it as gauge pressure. Dekh le. Give the heading. Gauge pressure. Gauge pressure. We already have written the formula for pressure at a point as P is equal to P atmosphere plus H rho G, isn't it? Didn't we have written this formula? Bilkul. Take this P atmosphere to the left hand side of the equation. So pressure at a point minus the atmospheric pressure is equal to H rho G, and this है ना, the difference of pressure at a point with the atmospheric pressure, और P minus P atmosphere, इसका नाम है gauge pressure. Understood what is a gauge pressure? It is the difference of pressure at a point with the atmospheric pressure. That is simply called as gauge pressure. Okay, so you must be very thorough with all these three, because questions can be sometimes what is absolute, what is gauge, what is atmospheric pressure. So you must be thorough with what all these words means. And we also know gauge pressure का value कितना बोलते हैं? Gauge pressure is equal to H rho G. Gauge pressure can have a value of H rho G. Written till this part? Is it written till here? जल्दी से copy कर ले everyone and tell me how many of you have noted this. And with a smile, ठीक है? Smile के साथ I want every one of you to write down the notes. Clear, Shreya? Okay. Clear, Miara, yo, Shreya noted. Change of pressure, okay. Done. Okay. Now how many of you are ready? Everyone, tell me in the chat box how many of you are ready for the questions. How many of you are ready for the questions? How many of you are ready? So, whoever is ready, here comes the very simple question. Okay, so everyone start reading the questions. अच्छे से. Psi pressure means the actual, मतलब the pressure instrument. Okay, so an instrument obviously reads the actual value of pressure, gives the reading as 36.8. मतलब when we try to find out the pressure at a point by using a pressure instrument, any instrument let it be, ठीक है, the value is given as 36.8. Okay. If the atmospheric pressure is 16 psi, question, calculate the corresponding gauge pressure. Question is very simple, to calculate the value of gauge pressure. ऐसे. Okay, it's a very simple question. I suppose everybody can do it. I am looking for the answers. Okay, I look into the chat box. Okay, Anthony is like option A बोल रहा है. Anshika is also going with the same option of A. Okay. So how many have completed? Array, it's a very simple calculations. Kamlesh A. So Mahi A. Preeti is like A option is correct, sir. Bilkul. Janardhan, it is a 20.8. Mahi. Okay, everyone. Very good, Miraj. Chalo. Awesome. It's awesome, let me say. Yes, the correct option is A. Shall we see how this particular question can be done? Okay. Okay. Now, the pressure instrument gives a reading of 36.8. Whatever is the measurement taken by the pressure instrument, what will it be showing? Obviously, it will be showing the absolute value of pressure. Hai? P absolute is given as how much? 36.8. Is there any issue? No, I suppose. Okay. Next, what is given? P atmosphere is also given. The atmospheric pressure is given as how much? 16 psi. Okay, every values are given in psi. Okay. Now, question is, what is the corresponding gauge pressure? Just now, or some minutes before, I have told you the formula for gauge pressure. What is it? Formula is P absolute minus P atmosphere. Isn't it? What is absolute? 36.8 minus. What is atmosphere? That is 16. Hai na? So how much this is going to be? This is going to be 20.8. Very simple. Yes or no? So we can say that option A is the correct one. Bilkul. Hai na? Yes or no? Give me a yes or a no here. Jaldi fatafat. Okay. Man, see everyone. So I can see the answers from everyone and I think everyone is happy. So chalo, it's time for the next. Shall we? Okay, so everybody turn your page and let us proceed for the next question. So here we have the next. Okay, that is a very good problem, I suppose. Determine the absolute pressure. Okay, this time it is not the gauge pressure as you all can see. Now the question is to find out what is the absolute pressure. So use a formula, get your answers. 40 seconds is all yours. I'll only be looking into the chat box after 40 seconds, let's say. Till then, complete silence. You all can do the problem aaram se. Okay, so last 10 more seconds. Let me start looking into the options right now. Miara is like, sir, we want more question here. It comes the next question. Give me the answer. Okay, Anthony is going with the option C. Right, Abdullah is with option B bol raha hai. Okay. Ajit with B. Preeti is like, I don't know, sir. Okay, Janardhan, Mansi. So we have answers from many people, right? Okay. So shall I tell you the correct answer? Can I give you all the correct answer? The correct answer is option C. The correct option is option C. Now I'll tell you how this can be done. Very simple. We'll go with a basic formula. Question kya hai? Absolute pressure. Write down the formula of absolute pressure. P absolute is equal to P atmosphere plus H rho G. Okay. Now the atmospheric pressure is already given as 10. Okay. Plus H rho G. What is the value of depth given? It is 9 meter. Right? H is 9. And what is the fluid we are having? It is water. We all know what is the density of water. Kitna hai? That is 1000, right? And multiplied by G is also this. So this is 9,000, 90,000 plus 10. So 90010 Newton per meter square. Look how simple the answer is. Right? Now, if you didn't know the word of what do you mean by absolute pressure, then there comes a problem. Okay? Then it also comes a problem if you don't know this particular formula. Those who know what is absolute pressure and those who know this formula, within how many seconds you need for doing this? Might be 20 seconds to the max, right? Okay. So I think you all got this. सबको मिल गया? Okay, ठीक है. So happy है क्या? एक और question करना है. How many of you want to do problems? One more question from this part. Clear? Shraddha is like, sir, we want one more question. Is it so? Tell me how many of you want to do one more problem? Yes? Jia? Okay, so I'll think, let's see, do we have one more question so that your concept will be more clear, I suppose. Wow, wow, wow. Thank God. We have one more problem here. Okay, one more problem. Jaldi se kar le. 30 seconds is max I'm going to give you. Dekh le. There is a difference of a unit here. Don't forget to make the conversion, okay? Don't forget to make the conversion because the answer is given in atmosphere. So accordingly, make the conversions. Hi Abhyay. More questions. Shreya is like, Apurna is like, so one more. Shreya is like, more amount of questions. One more question, okay? Because we have a lot much of concepts to get completed, hai na? Okay, so I can see the options B coming from Arpan. Then Sneha is also the option B. Myara is like, is it like option B or A? I'll tell you. Okay, now I can see the different options here. B options, right? Yes, the correct option is actually B. Correct option is B. Question is, what is the gauge pressure, right? Tell me what is the formula for gauge pressure. P gauge formula H rho G, isn't it? What is the height given? That is 12. Okay, rho is density of liquid and into G is this. Now, bacha log, this is in Pascal, right? But the answer has to be in atmosphere. Convert karna hai na. I hope you all know. Those who forgot the conversion between Pascal and atmosphere, write it down because you will have to use this most of the time. 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal. So for converting Pascal into atmosphere, what do you have to do? Divided by 1.01 into 10 power 5. Okay. 10 power 4, 10 power 5 cancel ho jayega. In the denominator, we'll have 110. Right? So 12 by 10. 1.2 with the unit of atmosphere. This 1.01, almost we can consider it as 1. ठीक है? हो गया? Okay. Okay, yes sir. You don't have to think the option is correct. It is correct. Right, Shreya? Now I hope it's easy, है ना? ठीक है. Okay, we'll make this particular chapter more and more easy. Let's get more familiar with all the concepts. ठीक है? Yes, yep. ठीक है मेरा बच्चा लोग. Now let us start learning some new concept. It's time for new concept मेरा बच्चा लोग. I think you all need a background, है ना? Black background चाहिए सबको. So let's see. Okay, so here we have the black background, and now what we're going to do, by using the concept of variation of pressure with depth, I'm going to explain the working of a barometer. Barometer ka working, where is the white color? Okay, now write the heading as barometer, everyone write the heading as barometer. What is a barometer? It's usually an instrument which is used for measuring the atmospheric pressure. Whatever concept we have learned, we can simply understand the working of a barometer, right? Let us understand that. It's very simple. देख ले, for the actual working of a barometer, we'll be having a beaker, and inside the beaker we'll have some mercury. Consider 2 points. Let's say point A, point B. Tell me, what are the pressure at the point A and B, which is open to the atmosphere? Obviously, what is it? Pressure at the point A and pressure at the point B is equal to how much? Atmospheric pressure, because both of the points are open to the atmosphere. So I'll write, this is initial case, initially. Okay. Now, just take a U-tube which is vacuum inside, okay, which is completely vacuum inside. Matlab, initially the pressure is equal to 0 here. Inside this particular U-tube, we just want the pressure as 0. Matlab, a vacuum U-tube is what we need. This vacuum U-tube, take it and insert it here, right? I'm going to insert this vacuum tube here as say. How many of you can tell me what happens the moment you insert this U-tube at this point B? What happens? What happens? Very simple. Everybody can answer. Yes. We will see that this mercury will start racing in this particular U-tube. Reason? Physics is always about reason. You should ask me. Right, Ameer Bhaiya, why it has to rise up? Very simple. What was the initial pressure at the point P? Atmospheric pressure. What is the pressure inside the U-tube initially? That was 0. Liquids, molecules, everything will move from where to where? From high pressure region to low pressure, so that this liquid will be rising up. Okay, it will keep on rising up until this entire system reaches an equilibrium point. Right? Okay. After, matlab, once this entire system reaches the equilibrium point, can I still write pressure at the point A is equal to pressure at the point B? Yes, why not? Because according to Pascal's law, if we have 2 points at the same height in a given liquid which is stationary, pressure is the same. Pressure at the point A is equal to pressure at the point B. Bilkul sahi hai. Okay. Directly we can write, what is the pressure at the point A? It is so open to the atmosphere, it is atmospheric pressure. Okay, what is the pressure at the point B, or who is actually giving the pressure to the point B? Can you have atmosphere acting at this point B? Bilkul nahi, because from the atmosphere the point B is isolated with the presence of this particular U-tube over it. Kuch nahi. So who is giving the pressure? The pressure is given by this much height of mercury column, isn't it? So the pressure at this point is pressure given by this much height of mercury column. What is the formula for pressure provided by H height of mercury column? Formula is H density of mercury. Here it is not water, it is mercury. So density of mercury into G. So just by measuring the height in this mercury column or height of the mercury column, and by substituting in this equation, what will you get? We will get the atmospheric pressure, which is 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal. This is very important. ठीक है? ठीक है मेरे बच्चा लोग? Now, usually whenever we measure the atmospheric pressure, how many of you know what is the height that is found in this mercury column? How many of you know the height that is found in the mercury column? How much is the height? The height is given as 76 centimeter. The height of the mercury column is found to be 76 centimeters. Very important, mera chalo. Super important, let's say. Okay, so jaldi se note kar le. If you have any doubts, let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box if you have any doubts. कोई भी डाउट है तो जल्दी से पूछ ले मेरे बच्चा लोग. कुछ भी नहीं है तो we can proceed further. Right? You can see the exact same figure in your NCERT book also. Okay, so once you read the NCERT book, this concept you will find it more understanding. You will understand in a better way. कोई भी doubt नहीं, ठीक है. So I'm not able to find any doubts from anyone. So what we can say is we can just proceed further. Okay. But chalo, We already have learned Pascal's law, right? But now there is another form of Pascal's law. Let's also learn that in this particular class. Okay, another form of Pascal's law. How can we explain Pascal law in a different way? That is what we are going to see. Before that, but first let me ask you a simple question, right? Okay, first let me ask you a simple question. Let me see how many of you remember the first part of Pascal's law which we have already learned. देखिए. Okay. So till here we have water at all the points. We have water, or let's say this entire system is filled with some fluids. Okay. Let me mark the pressure at this point as PA. Let me mark the pressure at this point as PB. Let me mark the pressure at this point as PC. Okay. I'll give you the options. First option is PA greater than PC, which is greater than PB. Okay. Second option, let me say that PA greater than PB, which is equal to PC. Third option, PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. And fourth option, let me say that PC is greater, then comes PA, and then comes PB. According to Pascal's law, which we have learned, tell me which option we can go with. Simple question it is, right? Ek chotu sa question. Anyone can tell me which option. Anthony already have given me the option as it's option C. He is telling, right? Then Preeti is like PA equal to PB is equal to PC. Then others, bachcha log, are you sleeping? Jaldi se answer de de everyone in the classroom. Yes, mera bachcha log. Yes, yes, yes. You all are correct. You're perfectly fine. It is the option C, which is the third option. Why? Because A, B, and C are at the same height, okay, of a stationary fluid. And if all of them are at the same height, we already have learned according to Pascal's law, the pressure will be the same. We already have learned that. That part of Pascal's law, it's over. Now, let's learn the new part of the Pascal's law. Here it is. Okay. Like we do all the time, let's start reading what is given here as the definition of the Pascal's law in a different form. Pascal's law states that everyone, those who want to write down, you can write it down. So Pascal's law states that in a fluid at rest, matlab stationary fluid, in a closed container, a pressure change in one part is transmitted without loss to every portion of the fluid and to the walls of the container. Matlab, to any part of the liquid, if you are applying some extra pressure, that pressure is equally transmitted to all the points. That is what is said here. I'll give more amazing explanation by using this particular diagram. Everybody, look into this diagram. Initially, I'm not applying this particular force, okay? Initially, there is no force. Initially, this piston is connected to this particular liquid. Can you see that? And here we have a bigger piston. Initially, everything was in equilibrium. Matlab, this piston is not moving, ye piston is not moving. So the pressure is equalized. Everything is in equilibrium. Nothing is moving. If I mark the points here, if I mark the pressure at these points as P, P, and P, we all know that all these points which are at the same height will be having the same pressure. We all know that. Okay. Now, here we have the piston. Through this piston, I am giving a downward force, F1. Let's say the area is A1 here. Are you applying a new pressure here? Bilkul. I'm applying a new pressure of P1 at this particular point. You all agree with me, right? According to Pascal's law, whatever is the new pressure that you are applying at any point of the fluid, it is equally transmitted to all the points. Matlab, this pressure of P1 will get added to this particular point, to this particular point, to this particular point. The extra pressure you add is equally transmitted to all the points of the fluid. This is what is said in Pascal's law. Okay. Now let's see how this Pascal's law can be used for hydraulic lift. Hydraulic lift are some things which are used to lift cars and all in garages. I think you might have seen. Here you will be applying a force, okay, a Chotu force, and you will see that on the other end where we are keeping a car like this. How will we draw a car? Okay, I say, okay, I think you can see the car, right? You will be able to lift the car. Matlab, a person will be pushing, right? Matlab, a small force is given. With that small force, you will be seeing that a huge amount of weight which is there with the car. Along with that car, it will be moved up. How it is possible? Simply by using Pascal's law. Okay, I am applying a pressure of P1 here, like we already have discussed. Pressure is transmitted equally, right? Obviously, over this particular piston also, some pressure will be felt. Let me mark the pressure as P2. Okay, the pressure which is obtained here, I am marking it as P2. How many of you can tell me, does there exist any relationship between the point P1 and the point P2? Can you tell me any relation here? Can you give me any relation here, मेरा बच्चा लोग? I'll just change the background so that you all can see. Can you give me any relationship between P1 and P2? Array, according to Pascal's law, just we have discussed. We know that. Yes, the pressure, whatever we are applying, is equally transmitted, isn't it? So whatever pressure you apply, which is given as what? Which is given as P1, is transmitted equally, and it is the same pressure which is felt over this particular piston also. So you can say that pressure is equal to the pressure you apply. समझ में आ गया? The first pressure P1 will be equal to the pressure P2 that is felt on this particular piston. Okay, so can I see the smile on all your faces? Because you understood this concept. Right, Anthony, yes, it is equal. Very good, very good. Miara is asking, sir, is it equal? Bilkul is the same. That is what just now I have told you. है ना? Okay, okay, very good, very good, very good. Now, shall we proceed? Okay, can I explain you how that Chotu force was able to lift the car? Yes? Okay, now dekh le. The force at this point is F1. Its area is A1. Let's say the force experience, like it is marked, let us call it as F2. And let's say its area is A2. Now, if you want to find out force F2, what is force F2? Dekh le. The pressure force that is experienced on that large piston, right, where the car is being kept. How much? F2 is equal to just cross multiply. That is F1 into A2 divided by A1. Is A2 by A1 a large quantity, मेरा बच्चा लोग? देख ले. Is A2 by A1 a large quantity? Obviously, A2 is the area of this large piston. A1 is the area of smaller piston. So, A2 by A1 is obviously a larger quantity, right? So, A2 by A1 is larger because A2 is greater than A1. So, F1 into A2 by A1, will it be a larger quantity or a smaller quantity? Obviously, a larger quantity. So, tell me, which one is going to be a larger force? F2 is going to be a larger force. समझ में आ गया? देख ले. By using the concept of Pascal's law, we have seen that the force that is being applied on that large piston where you keep the car is a larger value than the force you apply. So even though you apply a smaller force, a large force is experienced on where? On the piston, wherever you keep the car to get lifted up. If you are not able to see the figure, देख ले, everyone. We just found out that this force है ना F2 is going to be greater than the force F1 which you apply. मतलब even you apply छोटू force, a large force is experienced at this particular point. Because of that, car ऊपर हो जाएगा. It just simply gets lifted up. Is the concept clear? Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? With a smiling face, everyone tell me, sir, it's super clear. Yo, yes, clear. Perfect. GIS. Now, do you want to make it more perfect? Now, I think it is 100% perfect. Let's make it 150% perfect. How? Let's do some questions. Sir, lights off kar do. Lights off kar do. Lights are. If I switch off the light, what happens? Tell me. You won't be able to see me, right? Okay. So let's proceed. Let's start doing some questions here. Okay. So here we have the very first question. Everyone start doing the questions. Everyone in the classroom. Everyone in the classroom start doing the problems and give me the answer. Just read the question first. Try to understand. Okay, those who don't know what a ram is and what a plunger is. Okay, plunger is that small piston where you apply the force. And a ram means, okay, that is the large piston where you keep your car. Okay, yes. So waiting for the answers. Miara is like, not sir, not 150, it's going to be 200%. Let's see, hai na? Let's see. Preeti is like, sir, D option is correct. Okay, let's see. Others? Haan, hai na? Yes, I am live at 8 p.m. Easy question, hai na, Arpan? D option. Janardhan Abdullah is like D option. Okay, D. Yes, it's a very simple problem, hai na? Obviously, it's a simple problem. I think any of you can do it. So I'll just explain. Dekh le. A hydraulic press as a ram. Ram means the smaller one. The small piston, right? Sorry. Ram means the large piston. Okay. So the diameter of the large piston is matlab D2, let's mark it. Hai na? Diameter of the large piston, it is 20 centimeter. And similarly, and a plunger of 3 centimeter. Plunger matlab that small piston where you apply the force. If you want, I can write this small piston. Okay, I just have noted this. So its diameter is how much? That is 3 centimeters. Okay, fine. What else is given? Is used for lifting a weight of 30 kilonewton. Matlab the weight that is being lifted, matlab the car here is having a weight of 30. Matlab the force on the second part is 30 kilonewton. 30 into 10 power 3 Newton. Question is, what is the force required at the plunger? Matlab how much force you have to apply. Simple. Formula. What is the formula? Chalo, you only tell me. That is, we'll use black color. What do you all say? Background black. Okay. Okay, so what's the formula? F1 divided by A1 is equal to F2 divided by A2. And what we are asked to find out, mera bachcha log, we are asked to find out F1. So F1 is equal to F2 into this A1 goes up, that is A1 divided by A2. Now tell me, what is the formula for area of a circular paced piston? Pi r square, and here we have a diameter, so area is pi by 4 d square, right? So substituting the same, F2 force is equal to 30 into 10 power 3. 30 into 10 power 3. Area 1 is into pi by 4. D1 square, how much is D1? That is 3 square, the whole divided by pi by 4. Other one was how much? 20 centimeter, right? Into 20 square, right? Okay, so how much is this going to be? 30 into 10 power 3 into 9. 9, 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27, hai na? Okay, pi by 4 get cancelled, right? So 10 power 3 into 10 is 10 power 4, whole divided by 2 2s are 4 into, right? 10 power 4 by 10 power 2 is 10 power 2. 4 divided by 27, right? That is 6.75. This is 670. Isn't it? Yes or no? कोई भी doubt है तो जल्दी पूछ ले. I think our correct answer is 675, right? Yes, option D. So we got the correct answer as option D here. Okay, any doubts? If anybody is having, you can tell me. Or if you want to do a similar kind of question here, we can do one more. Okay, Muhammad Kaif, you were not here in the classroom, I think, for a very long time, so nobody reminded me that about. So now you're back, huh? Yes, sir, clear. Preeti, Miara, no doubts. Okay, good to know that. Right? Okay. So yes, the option is correct. Next question. Okay. So very good, Arpan, Preeti, everyone. We'll do one more question. Okay. I think next question is also almost similar. But anyway, let's have a look. 60. What is the force exerted by larger piston when 50 Newton is placed on the smaller piston? Similar kind of question, right? Because from this part of hydraulic lift, there is no possibility of asking tough level question, because the only formula is F1 by A1 is equal to F2 by A2. So one more question is what we are having here, right? Okay. Kar le. Next question here we have. Everyone, you got the answer? Okay, so Preeti is like, sir, D option is correct. So let's see. Okay. So I can see Gia is like D, Preeti is like D option, Miara is like B option. Janardhan 7,200 Newton, that is a D, I suppose, right? Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's do this question, everyone. Here we go. Two pistons of a hydraulic lift have diameters 60 centimeters and 5 centimeters. What is the force exerted by the larger piston? Question is, what is the force exerted by the larger piston when 50 Newton is placed on the smaller piston, right? We usually say the smaller one is D1, okay, and the larger one is marked as D2. The smaller force, we usually give it as F1, okay. Question is to find out what is F2, isn't it? Any doubt in this? No, right? So same formula. F1 divided by A1 is equal to F2 the whole divided by A2. Is it fine? Okay. Now question is to find out F2. F2 is equal to F1 into A2 divided by A1. Okay. Now is force F1 given? Yes, it is given. That is 50. Area in the second case, that is pi by 4 D2 square. How much it is? 60 square. The whole divided by A1 is pi by 4. D1 square, that is 5 square. Okay, so how much it is going to be? So 5 square is 25, isn't it? So 25 divided by 50, that is equal to 2. 6 6 are 36 with 2 zeros. 36 into 2 is 7200 Newton. Okay. I think it was a very simple question, right? And I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay, so Arpan is like, just by looking at it, I can give the answers. ठीक है? Go rock your exams. Okay. So I think here we'll stop. Okay, and tomorrow we are gonna continue. There will be class at 10 p.m. for 12 students also, right? Because here obviously it's English exam tomorrow, I know that, but still we have to do the revision for physics also. Okay. Shruti, your biggest fan is back. ठीक है. Good to see you here. Now, bacha log, how was the session? Everyone tell me. Have you all taken down the notes, everyone in the classroom? Have you all did the notes here in the classroom? And is all the concept perfect, whatever we have done here in the classroom? Jaldi se bata de. Preeti, tomorrow I'll say, because today I haven't carried. And tomorrow what we have? Tomorrow we have the mentee session, hai na? Combined for solids and fluids at 8 p.m. We'll be meeting with the mentee session. Let's see how many of you have learned solids and how many of you have learned fluids till this particular topic. Let me see. Okay. So yes. So I don't think anybody has a doubt here in the class. So Miara, love the class. Janardhan, fantastic. Preeti, it was yes. Okay, very good. So I can see awesome responses from here in the classroom. Good, right? So tomorrow we have what is called as buoyant force, Archimedes principle, law of flotation, right? So these are the concepts we are going to discuss in tomorrow's class, right? We have so many questions also, as you can see. Okay. Now, bacha log, those who want to continue classes with me in the Unacademy platform, right, with more in a more personal way, matlab you'll be having given personal guidance, personal mentoring, okay, and if you also want to solve all your doubts whenever the class happens, because in the Unacademy platform we have the live doubt sessions, right? You can ask me the doubts, or even you can call me when I'm in the class and you can ask me, sir, how this has happened. So many features are there, so make use of it. Jaldi se jaldi aakar you all can come and enroll for this particular course here that is going to start for me tomorrow onwards, so don't miss it. The code is mera bacha log AMB10. Okay, so don't forget it. Okay, I think you can't see with that color, right? I think I'll have to use red color. So it's AMB10. While you make the enrollment, don't forget it. Ye hamara code hai mera bacha log. Okay, it tells we are the physics family. Okay. Okay, now moving on, these are the other batches bacha log, as you can see, for 11th and 12th. Next week onwards we'll start with our special classes. I'll let you know. Now, thank you so much here, everyone. So tomorrow 8 p.m. we all can meet for our mentee session, right? Thank you so much. And those who haven't liked the session, jaldi se jaldi jakar, everyone in the classroom, to show that you all love Ameer Bhaiya, right? You can just click on that like button and do let me know that you have enjoyed the class. Okay, so thank you, Miara, Jia, Preeti, Abdullah, everyone. So with a beautiful smile, right, I'm going to leave every one of you. Those who haven't enrolled, those who haven't subscribed to the channel, jaldi jaakar subscribe kar le, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you'll get the notifications whenever a class happens. Okay, Arpan, thank you. Okay, bye Preeti, Jia, Arpan. Bye everyone. See you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Till then, bye-bye. And tomorrow when you come to the class, before you come, just don't forget to share the class with all your friends. Okay? Bye-bye everyone.